have a long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Hurricanes will kick this deep, begin the game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered to.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that short completion. And there's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Hit just as he throws the ball, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, unbelievable execution. They get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. You know, they only have about 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country, and you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Miami offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Fire to the right side, complete. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense contributes 6 points.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that shredded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing in the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Near the sticks. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The offense trying to pour it on early here. 1st down and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. So we begin the 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
And And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here comes a handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position. Down to the 24.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. Handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
They get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs. completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Ducks. He wins the foot race to the end zone. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. They're going to run it here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by this defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The Ducks looking to keep this drive moving.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
First down here for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
And here's the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Hands off to the left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. That gain sets up a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? They're able to convert, and now it'll be first and goal at the 6.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for 6. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
You made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So the offense with the first and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this first half has been a disaster for this offense, but this touchdown is big. Hopefully it can build some momentum for them when they come back out for the second half.
And the extra point was up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Second down, looking to throw it. Finds his target. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looks right for a quick completion. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Canes will have 1st and 10 here. And now the handoff. As the first down is still going. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Throwing in the rain can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Oregon. They continue to roll up the score.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Hurricanes will come to the line to run the hurry up. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Deep shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Gain on the first play, moves into the 43. It'll be first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
There you go, defense. Listen, it has not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
They'll try the right here. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Second down play coming up for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The pickup is 4. He sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab near the sticks. It's Barnes. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. And you keep working that clock.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the same runner's got it again. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your... Offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Handoff to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. A misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. He fires downfield. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient.
He's looking deep here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now.
Here we go.
Trying to find room. It's Callaway. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job of the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. Ball handed off. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now they'll come up 2nd down and goal from the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Now they'll come up 2nd down and goal from the 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Miami, 20.
Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Chewing clock with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. QB decides to keep it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The shotgun running play call. And it'll be Smother right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll try the ground game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did.
Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down.